everyone, it's Mari and I'm here today with another 12 by 12 process video and with a little bit of mixed media mixed in here. So I'm just working on a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock and just adding some gesso to it, and not really sure what I'm going to do with this layout yet for the background, so I'm putting a fairly healthy layer on the whole sheet, and you'll see that I didn't really need to do that because I don't use the whole area with water and so on. So anyways, I just prepared it in case I needed that. So hope everybody is enjoying a nice weekend and getting some time in their craft rooms to do some fun stuff. So what I did with this layout was I was just using a photo of my kids when they were pretty little, and just adding some mostly color shine and gelatos to this layout. So that paper there is, if you watch my last video that was titled Heidi Swapp I Love Your Color Shine, I made this glittery color shine paper, and I made a piece, an extra piece, just to show how I did it. So I'm going to use parts of that on this layout. So I just put some gelatos on there, that kind of teal color, and then I just used a little bit of water on my paintbrush to spread that out a little bit and make it blend. And now I'm just putting a pink on there beside that. And I'm trying not to get them blended together because it creates kind of like a funky yellow color if you do. So you kind of want to keep them separated. So I'm just blending that with my finger a little bit and trying to get it to kind of have a little bit of an ombre effect, but I don't know if I really established that, but it's kind of what I was working on. So I'm just going to dry that a little bit. The nice thing about putting gesso behind your gelatos is that you can add, you know, a lot more water obviously than if you didn't have that base down there. So there's those colorized papers that I just did on a cream colored cardstock, and I just used some Holtz Distress Inks with a stencil and a bunch of three different colors of Heidi Swapp Color Shine, I guess. A minty green color and a pink, and then the gold. So I just took those and tore them into strips, and I'm going to use those for the side for the layout. So I'm just trying to remember what I did next here. I'm not sure, maybe I started to mount my photo. So I'm just going to show you that Stampin' Up border punch, and it's just tiny little hearts, and I don't know what's wrong with the punch, but it just keeps sticking on me, so I end up not doing a really fantastic job of cutting this border out. But anyways, it looks alright. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's what it is just kind of like a little jaggedy edge with a little heart cut out in it, so it's cute. I like it. I like that borders punch. I haven't used it for a long time, so it's kind of nice to get some of those things out of the closet and use them so that they're getting used a little bit. There's my crazy white hair again. Anyways, so I'm just going to clean up that papery mess, the clippings there, and I think I'm going to start working on matting the photo and getting the photo here. So that polka dot paper is from Crate Paper Craft Market. I really like it. I like that set. This is a Simon Says Stamp Tiny Hearts stencil, and I'm going to put some gel medium on there with my palette knife. So the thing with the gel medium, if you've never used it before, it does add a lot of dimension and shine, but you can't really see it on the camera, on the video. So you just have to appreciate the fact and take my word for it. If you've never used it before, it does add some nice texture to your background. So I like using that. I don't use it often, but it's nice every once in a while to get that out and put that on there for a little bit of a subtle addition to the background. So it's a pretty quick little way to add some texture. So I'm just going to clean up that stencil, and I'm going to dry the gel medium. That's a Liquitex glossy gel medium that I use there. The nice thing about the glossy is that it does add that shine, and the light does really pick that up. And so those are just the little tiny hearts in the background that I just put kind of wherever the photo in the mat is not going to be. It takes a little while for that to dry. It doesn't dry super fast or anything, so just giving a little help. So I didn't do a ton of matting here. I just took a piece of vellum, and I'm pretty sure that's from my hip kit, and I did the first mat of vellum, and then that second layer is just a piece of white. It's heavier paper. I think it's actually the Strathmore mixed media paper, and I just tore the edges of it. So the first layer behind the photo is the vellum, and then the torn heavier white paper, and then that Craft Market polka dot paper. So I didn't do, like I said, I didn't do very many layers. Now I know the last layout that I did, I forgot to put a title on it, and I kept looking at it, and I was thinking, you know, that Heidi Swapp Color Shine video, the last video I did, I was looking at it, I was thinking, what's wrong with this? What's missing? Oh, I didn't have a title on it. So I did add the same kind of title as here, the captured with the Maggie Holmes glitter thickers. I put I think I put memories on that last layout or something. It looks a lot nicer. So I thought I would try some string. I've seen lots of people add string to their layouts, and I really like how it just adds a little, that extra texture and a little bit more of a layer. So I just took some white thread, gobbed it up, and put it behind the photograph of my kids, and just stuck it down there. So yeah, it looks okay. I think it looks kind of neat. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to end up sizing down that polka dot paper a little bit here, and it just ends up being a little bit too large for that area. So I'm going to just, I wanted it to show up though quite a bit because of the colors. It does add a lot to the layout just because the colors match so nicely with the rest of the colors. So I'm just going to put some foam tape on the back there, and I'm going to pop that up a little bit. These embellishments I'm adding now in that cluster there are all from the Craft Market ephemera pack from Crepe Paper. And you know, I haven't bought that many Crepe Paper ephemera packs, but the ones that I have bought are really, really awesome. And if you've never had those before, they have a lot of pieces in them, and they coordinate really nice with a lot of different layouts. So I'm glad that I have those. They're really nice. So I just added a couple of aqua or mint kind of colored ones and a pink one, and then there's a gold ticket there that I'm going to label that I'm going to do a little bit of writing on, and that glittery gold arrow there. And like I said, the title is from, I believe they're Maggie Holmes thickers. I think they're those glitter thickers with the words, and I really like those. I think I end up showing them here, and that one says captured. Yeah, there they are. Oh, so brief. When you have it sped up 4 times, it's kind of hard to see, so sorry about that. So I just gutted a piece of black cardstock, and I'm just going to use that as my border around the layout. And I'll tell you what I did off camera that it seems like I always do this when I'm done a layout, but I do have still shots of it at the end so that you can check that out if you want to. But I put some Color Shine splatters down here and a little bit of the Heidi Swapp journaling washi tape strips, which don't stick that well, I just want to say, to paper that's got stuff on it like the gelatos or the gesso, which makes sense, right? Because that stuff does tend to it doesn't anything like washi tape or that sort of adhesive doesn't stick well to that stuff. So anyway, I tried that. Hopefully it stays down there. So I'm just going to add some splatters, and when I go to add my journaling, I put some pencil lines on my paper, and the pencil lines actually end up smudging. So what I ended up doing was I added another, almost like a little journaling card, which I really liked. It turned out really nice, and you can see it in the still shots. But what I did was I took a piece of black cardstock and I put Versamark ink around the outside edges of it, and then I put some gold embossing powder on it, and I embossed it so it does look really pretty and looks really nice with the other gold. And then I made kind of a little journaling card using that glitter, the glittery paper that I made with the Color Shine as a layer, and then I popped it all up on some foam tape. So you can see that in the still shots. It does just add a little bit more interest and detail to the layout for sure. So I like how that turned out. So you can see that on the still shots at the end. And then I just added a few enamel dots here and there to, I think, 3 different cluster areas or 3 different areas and I think I added some teal and some gold, and then I added some pink, and actually the gold enamel dots end up going on that journaling card that I add, and I just put it right over top of where the journaling is now on the layout. So it's not that much different, but it does add just a little bit more detail, and I like that. So that's the layout today. Just a little bit more mixed media, some color. Love this photograph of my kids when they were 3 and 5 that we had taken at NY Snaps in Saskatoon. So thanks so much for watching today. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.